everyone, I'm Paige and I'm converting my Ford Transit with the goal to travel across the US, explore national parks, cities, and small towns, all while documenting my entire journey. Now before we jump in, I already finished all of my DC pre-wiring. That included things like my max air fan, my fridge, my water pump, USB outlets, and other 12-volt circuits. Now if you want to see exactly how I planned and ran all those wires, I'll have the video linked in the description below, so be sure to check that out. And today I'm pre-wiring all my ceiling puck lights and my 120-volt outlets. And just to be upfront, I am not an electrician. A few months ago, I had absolutely zero experience with van electrical systems, and everything you're about to see comes from countless hours of research, planning, and just learning as I go. So if you're converting a van yourself, or you're curious to see if someone with no electrical background can actually install an entire Victron electrical system, consider subscribing, because over the next several videos, I'll be wiring, testing, and hopefully bringing this entire electrical system to life. So let's get started. It's getting all wet over here. Most satisfying part. Oops. So for my 120-volt outlets, I am using 12-3 wire. It is marine grade tinned copper wire. And you can see what that means is the size is 12. And it has 3 conductors inside there. So that is going to be a hot wire, a neutral wire, and I forgot the third, but I'll put a little text box there. Hot, neutral, and something else, I forget. But this is what I'm using for all my 120-volt outlets. All right, first up is working with the outlets, my main outlets I definitely need. So I'm gonna have one here and one right here. 2. One on the bottom, one on the top. Let's do it. Each wire that you run, you do want to make sure that you are labeling. So I'm just going to take some painter's tape here. I'm going to put that on here and label it 120V outlet above desk. Okay, next I am having outlets on the opposite side of my van. So this wire is going to go from the electrical cabinet up on the ceiling, over and down. So let's try and measure it. Alright, I just finished pre-wiring my 120-volt circuits. Next up is the puck lights. I have my red and black wire here, positive and negative. I also have lever nuts. Now these are 3 conductor lever nuts. And then I have my wire cutters and strippers. I also tried to draw out exactly what it is I'm doing. And I know this looks confusing and I'm a little confused by it myself, but we're gonna get into it. Whew. Storms are brewing. See here. All right, we're gonna try and get this done, but I have a feeling the storm's gonna be coming in. So my plan for this is that I am going to wire my puck lights in parallel. Now, what I'm gonna do is start at my electrical cabinet over here, right here. I'm going to go up and go over to where my light switch is, which is right by the passenger sliding door. From there, I'm going to go from the light switch all the way back down, and then I'm going to have branch wires using my lever nuts to branch them off. So let's start wiring. I know it's dark and I'm sorry if you can't hear me, but my red wire is run through the top of this furring strip all the way down because it will branch out right here to where my last row of puck lights is gonna go. I was gonna add a zip tie for good measure. All right, I'm gonna leave that there, and now I'm gonna run my black one just because I want to do them kind of at the same time, but one at a time. Need to read my map. Doesn't look like much. These red wires are gonna go all the way down to my last lever nut and then over to my light 9 and light 10. So I'm gonna need a wire that's gonna go over to those two lights. Which means this goes, probably won't need this much, but this would go to light 1, and this one would go to, don't fall, light 2, like that. I don't know how, I don't want to do too much, but also I don't want to do too little. That should be good. So I should probably cut it right here. Waiting for the rain to pass so I can pre-wire my puck lights. Any other time, this would be just beautiful. And it is, don't get me wrong, but it's bad timing. At least you know my windows don't leak. That's a plus. I see no leakage whatsoever. Just so you guys know, this is what I'm dealing with, which I could still wire, but I don't have any light so you guys can see. Okay, so it somewhat stopped raining, but enough for me to actually be able to open the windows so you guys can see. What I did while it was raining was I ran my positive and negative wire from where my fuse panel will go all the way over to where my light switch is going to go, and then another positive and negative wire from where my light switch is going to go all the way down there, all the way to where the ending of my my last two puck lights are going to go. Now I made sure to have plenty of slack because I am going to have to cut these to branch out into these other puck light areas with the lever nuts. So, but right now I do want to tape my ceiling just so I know exactly where my puck lights are going to go. I'm going to have 10. So starting off, I have 1, 2 right by the fan. I am going to do another one right here. I'm going to do another one right here. I'm running them in parallel, so I want 2 each. One right here. One right here. And then I'll have, so that's 6. And we'll do 7, 8, and then 9, 10. So you might notice that there is a little bit more of a gap between these back ones, but I'm not too worried about that because I am going to be having LED lights all back there. So again, I'm not too worried. Plus, I'm only sleeping back there, so I really don't need that much light. And the rest of my lights are all up front. So let's continue wiring. I swear I need to look at my diagram every 5 seconds. Okay, so if I'm going to have my lights branch off, I'm going to need a positive and negative wire for each branch off, enough to reach the first light and then moving into the second light. So I'm going to create those wires now, and they should be about the same for all these rows. So let's start off with red because red's easier to see. Now red is obviously going to be branched off or both red and black, positive and negative, are going to be branched off from these wires with the lever nuts. And they're going to go to the first light, and then another one to the second light. So let's do that. Okay, so now that I have my pre-wires set in the places that they need to be and the length that I need them to be, next up I am going to cut and strip each wire so that I can add these lever nuts. Now these are 3 conductor lever nuts and they look like this, right there. And what you do is that when you strip the wire goes into these little channels, and it's going to hold the wire in place while also being able to connect other wires to that same electrical flow, if you will. Again, trying to follow my chart. So now, I've never stripped wire before, but with these lever nuts, I'm going to try and show you. Right on there, it tells you exactly how far from the wire you should strip it for it to fit. So if you can see the 11 right there, so that's 11 millimeters, and that's where I need to strip my wire. So I'll do one at a time. And I'm going to try and use the lever nut as a way to measure. Alright, so I finally finished pre-wiring all of my puck lights, as you can see. And I also decided to add 4 more, and these 4 are going to be recessed puck lights. So I am going to have 2 above my desk that will connect to under the cabinetry on this side. And then on this side, I'll have 2 above the cabinetry, below the cabinetry, and that's going to shine over my kitchen counters. Now, I know this looks like a complete mess right now, but it's all going to get cleaned up. And most of these wires are intentionally very, very long, and I did that for a reason. I wanted to ensure that I had plenty of length when it comes time to install the cabinets and make all these final connections, because you can always make a wire shorter, you cannot make it longer. But that's it for the puck light pre-wiring. Next up, I'm installing my entire electrical system from scratch, so make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.